Okay. Am I recording? Okay, I'm recording. So there's supposed to be some Pokemon Sapphire, Omega Sapphire, and no wait, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Red, Ruby. I am so tired. I just came back from the gym. There's supposed to be some information being linked, and the TV show is going on right now. But obviously, they're not really doing anything important, so I'm going to do my live reactions because someone is live streaming it. Obviously, because this is pre-recorded, I can't necessarily live stream it for you guys because from what I understand, it's a ridiculous amount of pain. Plus that, considering the games are coming out worldwide, this information will be leaked within the next few hours. We're at this point, we're just kind of waiting for the TV show to actually talk about the games, since the TV show has always been a TV show since the beginning. They have all their little different segments, and I'm thinking it's only until the news segment that they're actually going to start talking about these games. So right now, I'm just waiting for the live stream to show that. Like the dude who's live streaming, which I think you should know who he is, Carl OPR. Oh God, I think if I just say Carl, you should know who I'm referring to, because he does a lot of Pokemon stuff on his channel anyway. I'm watching his stream, but obviously he can't show anything until he copyright, so he can't show anything until the shit comes on. So right now we're just waiting for that. I was looking in the comments of the video I made about the announcement and my thoughts on it. I completely forgot about Secret Bases, to be perfectly honest, because they haven't been in any other game. Like, it was brought up in Gen 3, and it died in Gen 3. But I would love to see that be a thing and be a little bit more customizable. The whole Pokemon walking behind you, I feel like if that was going to happen, that would have happened in the 2D games. That wouldn't have happened in the 3D games. Because in the 3D games, that doesn't make sense, considering a lot of Pokemon sizes range from like being ridiculously tiny to ridiculously huge. Also, we don't know how tall our avatar is in the game, so it's like, and you couldn't do it with all the Pokemon. You can only do it with a few, and I don't know. It seems like a somewhat limited feature to put in there, especially considering you can't get away with using it all the time. On top of that, it makes it a pain because that means you have to be able to render a Pokemon in every area. I think the whole idea of having Pokemon that do different things in the world itself, like they did for X and Y, that's fine. But I don't need a Pokemon to follow me. If you have the secret bases and I can play with my Pokemon within the secret base, that's fine. But I don't really need them to follow me. Like, I understand it's a level of immersion, but eventually what's going to happen is like, oh, we got one Pokemon following us. Why can't we have all six? Herpaderpaderpader, and it gets ridiculous. As I said, I'm just kind of talking until the shit actually starts, which should be relatively soon. I'll know because I'll see something change on the screen. I got like the recording software over here, and I got like the stream over here. So other things. I don't know if I said this in the other video, but I think this might be the only generation in which I don't mind having HMs, because to me, HMs is what kind of allows you to explore the world of Hoenn. Like, to me, Hoenn was the hugest to me. Like, Hoenn to me still feels like the biggest world. I'm also checking Cerebi just to see if anything's updated, and no. So we go back over here. Hoenn just feels huge. It may not even be huge, it just feels huge. And the concept behind Hoenn being as big as it is makes me really want to makes me really want the HMs to be back. I put it this way, Gen 3 is the only generation I would want HMs in. Because to me, HMs were the reason why you couldn't explore as fully as you want to. And granted, every generation has this, but Gen 3 was ridiculous. As I said, the other thing about Gen 3 people hate is the HMs, and I can see why, but that's the one thing I kind of don't want them to streamline. I wonder if they'll bring back both of the bikes, like the Macho and Arco bikes, which is one can hop over areas and the other one could had like a slow speed up, but it could drive over things that like really quickly, like that fucking Rayquaza puzzle you had to do just to get up there to fight the damn thing. If anything, I would like them to stream. I would kind of like a fusion of the tournament in Black and White 2, the World Tournament in Black and White 2, mixed with the Battle Frontier. If you could do some weird fusion of that, I would like that. Because the one thing about the Battle Frontier I hated, at least in Ruby and Sapphire specifically, I think Emerald kind of streamlined it a little bit better, is that you had to keep fighting a number of matches until the Frontier Brain showed up. It wasn't like it wasn't really, and it wasn't even, you weren't even told that. You just had to play it, and if you played it long enough, you would fight the Frontier Brain, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, they have the Battle Mansion in X and Y, which, for all intents and purposes, isn't bad considering you would want to play it anyway, considering all the cool shit you can get in that area. And they all have their own little bosses. Like each type of battle has their own little boss character for it. So if they did something along those lines, but just expanded it a lot bigger, I'd be cool with that because the Battle Frontier I like overall, but you know, I feel like there were certain things you could have changed about it. And as I said, currently we're just waiting. I probably jump cut to when they actually start showing shit, but other things I want to change. I don't know. Gen 3 isn't a generation I really had that many issues with. I like the weather effects. I like how you had a whole bunch of different types of dungeons and shit that you could go through, whether it's the one in the ruins or the ones you had to do to get the Reggies or Rayquaza. Granted, I think Groudon and Kyogre were required, like I think almost every legendary is nowadays. The secret bases were fun. Actually, I hope they expand that a little bit more where you can do it almost anywhere. I understand that there might be graphical limitations, but you know, you're talking about something from the Game Boy Advance to the 3DS. I think we can make it where secret bases can literally show up anywhere. I also think that, and I've already said this, I think, I guess here's another question, is whether would I like it to be where you could find Gen 6 Pokemon in Gen 3 during the main game, or is it a post-game thing? They usually do a post-game thing, but considering how little Gen 6 Pokemon there are, I would like to see if we couldn't catch them, I would like the gym leaders to get the ability to at least have one Gen 6 Pokemon on their team and one Mega on their team. Like for Roxanne, she uses rock types. I'm trying to think of a rock type that has maybe an Aerodactyl. That'd be kind of cool. The first gym leader is just rocking a fucking Aerodactyl, a Mega Aerodactyl. Gen 6 rock type though. Huh. Let me pull up the list of Gen 6 rock types while we're talking. Obviously, the footage may start showing any minute now, so I may have to cut this off and make it a different video in itself. But for right now, we're just going to talk until the shit actually shows up. Where is the list of all the Gen 6 Pokemon? Yeah, the new Pokemon listings. If we're going for rock type, are there any new rock types now that I think about it? Oh, well, you have Binnacle, which would be an interesting mix because Binnacles have water. That or Amora or Aurorus, which would probably be Amora because that makes more sense. Nothing on the stream yet. Actually, Carbink. Carbink might be a good middle ground for Roxanne. Then you move up to Brawly, which means he's got to have a Pangoro just for the fuck of it. Are there any Mega fighting types? Maybe a Mega Heracross? That'd be kind of cool. Or maybe if they make more Megas, maybe do a Mega Hariyama, which would make more sense considering that's his dude. Then you have Watson, so a Mega Manectric, and maybe a Dedenne. Actually, do we have a... Oh, no. A Heliolisk. Yeah, Helio. Well, no, that's Clement, so I'll probably say Dedenne. A Mega Dedenne. No, I mean, a Mega Manectric and a Dedenne for a representation. And then you have Flannery, which my mind went Mega Torkoal right off the bat. Not sure why, just Mega fucking Torkoal. That just seems like the thing to do. So Mega Torkoal and maybe a Pyroar. And then we have Norman, so Mega Slapking and a Diggersby. Yeah, Diggersby. That would be kind of interesting. It's a way to throw trainers off by having some dual types. Winona, Talonflame, and Mega Altaria. No. Mega Swallow. Because Swallow needs more love. No, seriously, I like Swallow. Swallow got disrespected. Swallow was a G. And shit, Ash's Swallow was on G status, period. Even though it was a broken thing in the anime, Mega Thunder Armor was awesome. Thunder Armor was G shit. Just didn't make any sense. Tiz and Leah, Mega Lunatone and Mega Solrock. And as far as Psychic types go, maybe a Meowstic. I mean, I don't have that much to choose from. I'm just kind of throwing out ideas while I'm waiting. I think Meowstic might be the only Psychic type. The only Gen 6 Psychic type. Oh, no, you have Delphox. But that seems really fucking broken to have a Delphox. And then Wallace or Roland. I don't think we need a Mega Wailord. I think that'd just be too... So maybe a Mega Walrein? That'd be kind of cool. A Mega Walrein and a... Klotzer. Yeah, Klotzer. These are just ideas. I don't remember how different Roland's and Wallace's teams were. I don't remember them being too different, to be perfectly honest, but, you know. Also, a lot of people brought up the fact that in the Hoenn map, there's a few islands that are available that we can't actually visit. So I'm hoping in Gen 3, hoping in these remakes or reimaginings, we're not totally sure which yet, or sequels, we're able to visit those islands. Kind of like what you did for Fire Red and Leaf Green, where you had the 1, 2, and 3 islands. Okay, and I did not see anything showing up. So I guess they still haven't... I guess they haven't gotten to the news section. I forget how long this Pokemon program is. Usually it only comes on... I'm used to it coming on Thursdays because that's usually when you get all the news about the anime. Because anime airs on Thursday and then you'll get the Pokemon TV show stuff. There is no difference. What else in Gen 3 would I change? I don't mind the difference in bikes. Maybe since you have that bike area you can drive on, if you don't want to go through the grass, you can drive on to get to Malval City. Maybe have a roller skate version of it on the side. Granted, they need to change the physics for them roller skates. I fucking hate them roller skates. The bike is G level. So I don't mind. Or either that, and just to make it where you can change... and just to make it where it's more streamlined, have the bike still have different forms, but you can just switch on the fly. Instead of with Gen 3, where it was like, you had to go get one bike or the other, and you had to keep doing that. And granted, you know, it's for the whole exploration thing, so, you know, you take one path, so you got to go back, switch bikes, and take the other path. But it'd be more streamlined to be able to switch on the fly. I'm trying to think of what else. I want to see Wally. We need to see Wally. I don't care what type of game it is, whether it's a fucking remake or a sequel. I need to see Wally, and May needs to become more important because May was fucking boring as shit in the games. The anime made me love May. The games, I was just like, whatever. And if they want to be real Mavericks, they would let you fight your X and Y self. There's no reason to do that. It'd just be interesting. Also, I would just love to see a time skip version of myself. That'd be kind of cool if Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were like a continuation of each other. Like a continuation of X and Y. Like it happens, and maybe you can go back and revisit X and Y, and there's like slight changes due to the whole water and land changing from Groudon and Kyogre. Meaning, like if you buy Omega Ruby, then when you go back to Kalos, the region is all more land-based now, and it's more of a giant island with like no changing weather. Like it's like you switch out some of the snow areas for volcano areas, and there's less areas you can surf. Which, granted, there aren't that many areas you can surf to begin with in Gen 6, but you know, I'm just saying. And maybe for Alpha Sapphire, half of the area is now covered in water, which forces some gym lineage to change their types up. I mean, granted, they can add more fucking Gen 6 Pokemon if they want to, which is why I kind of hope you can catch Gen 6 Pokemon in these remakes during the main game, because we can expand that roster while at the same time make the games more interesting that way. Because if the gym leaders had to change, like let's say 4 of the 8 gym leaders changed their teams due to the land rising up in Omega Ruby, and the other 4 gym leaders changed their teams because of the water overrunning in Alpha Sapphire. I like how and like the chat is going wild here. Okay, I think they're okay, they're showing it. All right, here we go. Oh my god, the lag is real though. All right, here we go. Let's see what they show. We just need to see something for the fucking game. Okay, showing a picture of a 30S screen. Is that the fucking movie? Yeah, that's the movie. It's so lagged out right now, though, folks. They're even talking about the previous movies. But it is so lagged out. But at this point, I don't really care about audio. It's in Japanese anyway. At this point, we want to know about the motherfucking game. So just seeing footage of it would be fine with me. And there's so many people in the stream right now, the fucking video is lagging. The video is lagging so bad. Let me see if there's any updates on Cerebi while I'm looking. And I guess I like how everyone's freaking out. Okay, never mind. I guess it was just commercials. False alarm, folks. False alarm. Let's see. So we're back to the waiting game again because it's nothing else. I'm trying to think of what else I would want to change for these games since we're still playing the waiting game for everything else. What else would I want to change? Just in terms of Pokemon, let's move away from that because I can't think of anything I really want to change in that. I mean, some of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemons like Swampert, Medicham, the Ralts Evolution. I'm trying to think of the fighting types in Gen 3. Fighting types are one of my favorite types. But I don't think Gen 3 had that many I really liked. Yeah, because Hariyama is okay. I'm not that big of a Magnetric fan. I'm trying to think of what else. Medicham. I already said Medicham. Flygon. Flygon's my favorite dragon. Let's see. Trying to see what else. It's kind of hard to think off the top of my head. I didn't care for fucking Torkoal that much. As I said, the anime made me like Torkoal more than I actually do. Okay, now they're talking about the game. All right, here we go. Yeah, here we go. All right, they're talking about it. It's in Japanese, so we won't know if this is actual, like, what they're saying about the game. But I'm assuming the scans will come out on Cerebi, and I can talk about that. For right now, we're hoping to see some goddamn footage. Okay, they're talking about the games. We see the games on the screen. Let us get some footage. We know it's coming out in November. I feel like everyone's going to just rage internally. It's going to be like one of those. Don't you just not say anything about the fucking game. They're going to be talking the majority of this, and we're going to have to wait until translations come out to figure out what they're saying. Because we get no footage. And something tells me we won't. Something tells me there's going to be a Nintendo Direct within the next 2 weeks. And we'll get footage then. And right now, all we're going to get is like basic-ass conversation. Okay, she's holding a 30S. We want footage. Look at all these people spazzing. Okay, so the battles are still the same. We're seeing footage of Groudon. I can't see it. The quality's kind of Oh, you bitches. But I saw Groudon in 3D, so that at least tells me that the 30S, well, that at least tells me that the 3DS, it will be one of those games. It will be, is using SNY's engine, which a lot of us assumed anyway. So, are they going to show more now? Are we going to get footage of the game? Oh wait, is he just repeating the footage we just saw? I think he's just repeating the footage we just saw. It's just in better quality now because it's pre-recorded. But it doesn't show too much information. As of right now, we only got that little clip of Groudon in 3D, which just tells us, hey, look, it's using the X and Y engine. We're like, well, no shit, it's using the X and Y engine. We assumed it was using the X and Y engine. I didn't realize how Pokemon fans fan out about this type of shit. Then again, I can't lie. I spaz too. Yeah, he's just showing the same footage we just saw. The only thing we'll get out of this is we'll be able to see the clip again in better quality. We can't even tell if it's a Mega Evolution, though. This reaction video may not be as cool as you want it to be because... Okay, yeah, we see Groudon come out the thing. Groudon looks normal. He doesn't even look like he does on the box art. And something's going on in the background. I can't tell. It's like he pops out. He does his arm like this, and then like you see this fire come off on this other area, and you're kind of like, what was that? And then the footage kind of stops, and I'm like, if people are freaking out, it's like Mega Groudon. Jesus Christ. I forget how crazy Pokemon fanboys are. And by the way, I'm not a fanboy. I'm just a fan. That's why May for life and fuck Misty. Fuck Dawn too, but that's besides the point. I'm just joking. I don't really hate Misty, guys. I just want y'all to know that. Look at all this shit. People are just spazzing. People are spazzing so far right now. And you've seen like a clip. Okay, yeah, so they just showed it on here. So we've seen a clip of Groudon, which is about it. Which is what we assumed because I don't think Nintendo would be like, let's reveal a ridiculous amount of footage on this Japanese Pokemon TV show when you know Pokemon is like a worldwide phenomenon. That makes no goddamn sense. Okay, we get Kyrogue. It's lagged the fuck out, but we get Kyrogue, and he's in the water doing something. Really? You're just going to show random clips of Kyrogue doing something? Can we get a picture of our avatars, please? You didn't even have to give us the official art. Just give us a picture of it, please. I'm not expecting official art. I'm just expecting a picture. Oh, we're going to get a trailer? Oh, wait. Are they showing that we have a Mega Evolution? They got pictures of Groudon and Kyrogue. So maybe they're going to flash the screen and they're going to have Mega Evolutions? I can't tell. But we've gotten like 2 clips right now of Kyrogue doing something to the water and Groudon doing something to the land, which probably means the theme of the game is not changed at all. We're looking to see if we're going to get a Mega Evolution. I don't know. I'm coming! And I'm going to take that as a no. I'm going to take that as we just got pictures, which would make sense considering, as I said, if we were going to talk about Pokemon, you know, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they weren't going to show that much information, but we still got 4 minutes in their little TV show. So I will assume there might be a commercial at the end of this. It probably won't be a huge commercial, probably like a 30-second, not even that, probably 10-second. And now everyone's mad. Yep, and then they're doing the whole teaser for the next episode of the anime, which is the Flabébé thing. Yep. I figured that's what... And look, people are getting so mad in the comments. Did people really think they were going to show that much? It's like if they're smart enough to realize that you have to release these games worldwide now, why would you think that they were going to reveal a ridiculous amount of animation to the Japanese and not everyone else? Wait, he put the screen back on. Maybe there's something else coming? I don't know. No, he's just showing the clip they just showed. But we might get some Core magazine scans. Cerebi is literally just updating like what the stream just showed because they can't show off anything else right now. So now we have a picture of. It also does show that Kyogre and Groudon do look different from their box art because when they compare the way they originally looked in Gen 3 to their box art looks, they might actually be rocking Mega Evolutions. Like Kyro had this symbol on his head in the box art, but the original Kyro doesn't have that symbol at all. So those actually might be Mega Evolutions with like really slight differences. But I like how 7,000 people dropped from the stream. As if people were fucking surprised it was going to happen. But I think that literally is it. I don't think we got any other information. And that's not really shocking. At the very most, though, I was hoping for at least a picture of our avatars. But not even like official art, but just like maybe the in-game model. And I probably would have been content with that. But as I said, they're probably going to do... what the hell is this? Pokemon just uploaded a video. What is this? When you say sneak peek, don't fuck with me, Pokemon. Yeah, you literally just showed the footage that we just saw in the damn stream. We just get it in better quality. So it's the same footage, it's just in better quality. So I'll probably link this in the description. Mama, I'm coming, leave me alone. So it's literally the same kind of footage, just as a cutscene. But the sneak peek doesn't really show too much. My mother's banging in the background because she doesn't fucking listen. And she's whining about me not coming downstairs. So, but to be perfectly honest, so they did upload that footage to the official Pokemon YouTube. Which, in retrospect, brings up the question, why the hell did we need to do a live reaction if they uploaded it anyway? But hell, at least we got better footage of it. It just looks like cutscenes, if anything. Not even, no, I can't even say it's a cutscene. It looks like in-game, actually. Hold on, let me go watch it again. It looks in-game. Like, it looks like a battle in-game. Also, this looks like traditional Groudon. Like this doesn't look like the way he looks in the box art. He looks like a normal Groudon. Then he does this thing, and the fire shows up. And then Kyro does the same thing, and it causes rain. And my mother is spazzing out right now. It's painful. We better get a fucking direct within the next week. But I think that's all we're going to get. I think that's it. I don't think we're getting anything else today. Because of the official Pokemon channel just uploaded that. And they didn't give us anything extra. Then I'm hoping we get like some type of direct announcement like within the next few days. Because this is what we fucking want. A fucking direct. We want a direct so badly. Just show us a fucking trailer. But then again, we got some gameplay sneak peeks, so we know it's running off the X and Y engine. It's not anything huge, but you know. It's there. It's a thing. And, yeah. Not sure if I'm actually going to upload this, but if I do, you'll know. How long have I been recording for? About 30 minutes. 30 minutes of material. Well, that was, I'm not gonna say disappointing. We got at least we know it's confirmed they're using the X and Y engine, so that's a good thing, like we hoped. And that's all we got. But at least Nintendo was cool enough, or Pokemon was cool enough to upload it, so we're good. Anyways, this has been the Insane Game Freak. Life's a game, play to win, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.